sincerity in our souls, let us close our eyes and pray to God. Dear God, please bless us with good health and good cheer. Dear God, please protect us from all the ills which may be surrounding us in different forms and shapes. Dear God, bless us with lots of strength and determination to sail through this difficult and a testing time. Dear God, bless our country, our countrymen, our fellow mates, our friends, our relatives, our parents, our grandparents. Bless us with lots of good health and well-being. Amen. So, as we all shared with you, that we have a special session today, as you all have joined in. Our worthy principal ma'am has spared her precious time this lovely morning, and she is going all out to address all of us, dear students of grade 12. We welcome you, worthy principal ma'am, and it's an honor for us, all of us, that you are here with us to speak to us, ma'am. It's so nice to see you, ma'am. So, ma'am, thank you so much. It's a pleasure seeing you virtually. So, it's over to you, ma'am. Thank you very much once again for joining, for sparing your time, sparing your precious time. It's over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Pasna. Good morning, my beloved students, my dear leaders in the classroom, the team members, my great teachers. And good morning to all the parents of our students who have joined in. ਮੇਰਾ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ, ਮੇਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਵੀਕਾਰ ਕਰਿਓ ਜੀ। ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਅਖੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਜਵਾਬ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਇੱਕੇ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦਾ ਔਰ ਸਕੂਲ ਦਾ, when the home is behind the school as they call it, or teachers or parents ਸਭ ਮਿਲੇ ਜੁਲੇ ਹੋਣ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। So that's the reason I had requested the parents to join in, and thank you to all the parents who have joined in, please. With this great morning today, we are here to talk about the most important class of the school, that is grade 12. Grade 12 has always been very close to my heart. Only 5 months are left with us, my dear students, and then you're going to fly high. Leave the school and move out. Move out in the world and take your flight. You'll be opting for careers, for colleges of your choice. And you will be, leaving footprints in the sands of time, as they call it. So talking about grade 12 once again, we need to be successful in life. And when we talk about success in grade 9th, many a times we say percentage don't matter, but many a times it actually matters. We need to be all-rounders. We need to be confident with great communication skills, everything great. But at the same time, our mark sheets should be speaking. We have to perform very, very well. That's the scorecard which you take and take with you, and when you go for admissions elsewhere. Now, children who have been getting 90% and above in the previous years, they did not get it overnight. They worked a lot. They worked very, very, very hard. And for us, it is, 5 children got 90%, 10 children got 90% and above. It's not overnight work. It is not overnight study. They studied continuously. And today, I call upon all students of grade 12 and request them and actually plead, it's your future. Please make it a very, very bright future. And bright futures cannot be made overnight. Bright futures just don't happen themselves. Bright future happens when you burn the midnight oil. When you're working very, very hard, you are putting in many, many hours, you're revising, practicing, and going in for lots and lot many sessions of revisions in the classroom and amongst yourself, then you score very, very well. So since time is there by our side at present, we don't have 10 days with us, we don't have 15 days or a month with us, we have some substantial time with us. So let's start studying very, very hard from right now. Your limitations is only your imagination. If you say, I have not gone to the school, how can I study? It's in your mind, it's in your head, it's in your heart. Who stops you from studying at home? Things change. These are challenges, difficult times. But who stops us from studying in the difficult times? You have to be those strong boys and girls who are willing to take up challenges and study in any and every possible circumstances. You are still lucky you have fabulous remote learning classes going on. Talking about the remote learning classes, children, once again, I would like to share, it was December 2019 when we realized that China is having some remote learning classes. How blessed all of us are. We had a vision, to think, if it happens in India, what to do. And then the leadership team, the entire staff team sat together and said, we have to manage it. And we planned. We planned in January, we started executing our plan. Every day we would review our plan. Your teachers come 45 minutes early every day, half an hour early every day. And the result is every day we'd plan at this is what we are going to do today. This is how we're going to go about. It was morning 15 to 20 minutes meeting every day with the staff members. And we started, preparing each other. We started training each other on the Microsoft tools. Those who knew would hold the hand of those teachers who were not familiar. We empowered ourselves, we upskilled ourselves, and because we knew we have wonderful students who would be looking up to us. The result of planning and practicing and then having mock sessions amongst ourselves, we were ready, and 2nd of April we started with a bang. It never happened overnight. It never happened without planning. It was planned. It was foreseeing the future. It was execution of the plan. Why do you think I'm talking about this today? I'm talking about this today because you need to plan right away. You need to plan your schedule. How do you go about? You need to plan how are you going to study? What is your daily schedule like? And which subject you're going to give more priority, where you feel more challenges. And come the examinations and you'll be performing your exams very well. Planning is important in life, 80% planning and 20% of execution. So plan, study, execute, and you'll come out in flying colors. Push yourself as much as you can because nobody else is going to push you. When I say push yourself, plan out and say, this is my target. This is the percentage I'm going to get. This year is the deciding factor of your life. ये आपकी जिंदगी का अहम दिन है ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਕਿਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ if you do well ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੜੋਗੇ if you do extremely well you'll go to a college of your choice otherwise it happens ਸੋਚਾ ਥਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਧਰ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ it will be so good ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਸੋਚੋ ਉਹੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ पर जो सोचो नहीं होए तो आसमान नहीं गिरे the sky doesn't fall then you could always have plan B with you So do not worry, whatever happens, happens for the good. But you should be ready and you should be there to hold your ground and fly high with all the hard work you need to put in, with all the energy, all the stamina you require to fly, you need to fly high. And remember, great things never come with comfort zones. I'm going to relax for the next 5 months and then imagine I'm going to do very, very well. It never happens. We need to work hard and only then good things happen. So dream what you want, wish what you want, and ultimately go for it, do for it, execute your plan, and achieve what you actually dreamed, wished, and worked for. The harder you work, you'll be so happy when you'll realize your dream. So do not stop when you get tired. Do not sit and relax in between. We do not have time to sit and relax. We just need to be persistence in our dreams, in our thoughts, and persistence in execution of these dreams and thoughts, and persistence in working for those dreams. So please make sure continuous hard work is persistence. Sticking on a particular dream and saying, I'm going to do it. Yes, I will do it. Talk to yourself. You are the best person with whom you can talk. You would be encouraging yourself. All right. So please make sure you talk loudly also. You talk to yourself. These are known as assertions. Tell your brain, I'm going to do it, and then do it. It's not normal times. It's the pandemic. This pandemic is the first time I am seeing in my life. This pandemic is the first time your parents saw or your grandparents saw. In this century, we have not seen this pandemic. None of us were alive when the first pandemic appeared as such. So if it is new to you, it's new to us, it's new to your grandparents also. So 3 generations are having an experience of their lifetime. Not a very good experience, but not an impossible experience. From this experience, they say every challenge has something in hiding. There's an opportunity in between. And what was that opportunity which we encashed? Children, during this time, see, look at your IT skills. You have actually improved upon your IT skills. And IT is the future in all possible ways. Everything you need to be IT savvy. You need to develop those skills. Apart from those skills, it is also the communication skills which are important. And I think when you presented, when you were made to speak, and all the while you have been listening to your teachers, how polite they are, how beautifully they are conversing with each one of you when they're giving the lessons. Look at the skilled communication they have. They know they're talking to the children and they're talking in that particular manner. If I have to talk to a grade 2nd class, I'll be talking in a separate manner. But if I have to talk to you, I understand that this is your level of understanding, and then I talk in a different manner. Talking to a group of known audience and talking at their level, that is skilled communication. And you have learned that from your teachers when you gave some group activities, in case we did have some for grade 12, then it was all communication skills. All right. And then, coming to the various challenges, we also practiced, say, thinking out of the box. If this is a challenge, we all did it as far as teachers are concerned. We were so used to the chalk and talk method. We are so used to the smart boards, and we'd put on a video and all of you could listen to it. But then we as teachers, we empowered ourselves by honing our ICT skills and preparing our lessons ourselves. You also have honed yourself, your skills, IT skills, and now you're so comfortable and at ease looking at and studying using your devices. This principal of yours is an old woman. She always wanted hard copies of everything, but time now. No hard copies for me. I am so comfortable reading on the laptop itself. I'm very comfortable with the soft copy, and so are you. Time is never, bad times. It is a time full of opportunity. It is how we see it that is very, very important. Now, grade 12 children do not have time to watch the television the whole day. Grade 12 children do not have time to look into the Facebook and all your social sites every day. Grade 12 children do not have time to, to be just enjoying music, You don't have that time. Your time is focused now. You just have to focus on your academics. Yes, you could have breaks of 5 minutes, 10 minutes where you do all other things which you were doing for the majority of the day. We need to change. We need definitely we need to change ourselves. We need to work now, embrace our academics and let that be priority number one. All other priorities to be priorities number two. And then what's very important, let's not be the bicharas of life. मैं बिचारा की कर असी बिचारे की करिए साढ़े time pandemic हो गया and all that. No, it's for the entire world. It's not for you alone. So nobody is a bichara right now. Every one of us, each one of us are going to fight this time out. We are going to fight it by studying very hard. I'm not going to lie down and say I just can't study because it is bad times. No excuses, my dear boys and girls. Your future in the pandemic time has to be a stronger future than anybody else. You need to understand that. All right. So let's make the best use and rise up higher, and bounce higher in this COVID times, in this pandemic times. Now, very often we're very anxious. We have in lots of pressures and tensions, but we have to realize how do we decrease these pressures and tensions. You were called for LOC signatures to the school. And what did I come to know about it? I was told that the teachers said we really had to remind them again and again, please don't pull down your mask. Please have that physical distance which is required. And the result is we said we cannot take care of these children who are an excited bunch meeting each other. And we had to put off the classes. We thought of having some face-to-face classes. But at the same time, these classes can only be conducted when the parents give a green signal. The parents कहेंगे कि बच्चे स्कूल च पढ़ाओ तो पढ़ावांगे, नहीं तो बच्चे घरों पढ़नगे, क्योंकि साडे स्कूल वर्गा सिस्टम remote learning ਦਾ ਲਾਗੇ ਸ਼ਾਗੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. So keeping that factor in mind, we would still go in for remote learning. And we'll continuously go for remote learning till the time the teachers feel, and some options when we ask for, we get some options. And maybe when we start, we can just call you for the pre-board examinations or something where you come and sit for 3 hours examinations. And that too in bits and parts, not everybody together. We'll see how to go about that. And maybe in the bus also, we cannot have so many of you. We'll have to have 2 lots, 2 shifts. We'll have to work on it, how to go about it. Let's see how things happen. See, about this pandemic, I don't know anything. You don't know anything. How long it is going to stay, then why worry for that? And we really don't know how long it is going to stay. It goes away from countries, it comes back. Is it the new normal? Is this the way the life is going to be? Then what happens? As long as we are alive, we're going to live that life. All right? And we have to be alive. We have to fight this. 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year. But one day everything is going to be normal. And we are waiting for that normal. Every night has a morning, the next day the sun rises. The COVID times would pass, and once again we'll be having the same thing, the same normal life. We wait for that day, and that is what keeps us going. Hope should always be alive. Only then we can move on to the next day. So if you start worrying, when will the school open? Would anything happen to me for COVID? Why should you worry? Take the precautions. Please take the precautions, and nothing is going to happen to any one of you. And yes, now coming to meeting your friends, you have a wonderful team staff with you. You can have a video call with your friend. Why not make the best use of Teams app by studying together? I understand we also need to reduce our screen time, but then you can always play the audio as such, all right? And say, I have learned this, let me revise with you. So you can always, 2 of us are there, for 2 hours I'm studying, next 2 hours you also study, then I'm going to revise this topic with you. And then when you finish your topic, you revise it with me. You can always go for group studies. It's a wonderful way. We are social, man is a social animal, they say. We need to, we are connected, we have that connection. We cannot live in isolation. It becomes tiring, taxing. So let's connect ourselves virtually. Let us prepare together in groups or at least with one friend in twos. So start making the best use of this Teams app which is there. If you do not have the recording sessions of your teachers, ask them, go through that presentation and again and again. I'm sure everybody would be happy to share the presentation if you have missed anything. You can always go for that. We need to be, very careful about our safety, security, in the sense if we fall sick now, if we, get hold of this COVID virus, it takes 10 to 15 days to recover fully. And after that, people say that we are very weak. All right. So prevention is better than cure. So please make sure that you prevent yourself from all these challenges which are there. And now I would be coming to certain points which which are pertaining to your grade 12 once again when it comes to the board's rules and regulations. My dear boys and girls, 75% attendance is required. See, we have a meeting or a well-being call with the staff every day. And what do we do in this well-being call? We discuss amongst ourselves. Every teacher gives a feedback. This is my best experience I had. When I asked a particular question to a child, this is what he answered. He was so good at it. And they share all the happiness and they share some challenges when the internet is not working and the fellow co-presenter takes over. So all these things are being checked, shared. So it's during that particular time I realized, or I was made to understand, madam, sometimes the children join late, and that's what I saw today, that we had to tell again and again, please join. All right. And then I find that all of you don't join. It is so upsetting. Your teachers are human beings. They get so discouraged. We prepared a lesson. We took 3 hours to prepare this PPT, changing the content, changing the pictures, and look, my children didn't join. I'm so disturbed, madam, is sometimes what they say. So ਇੱਥੇ मैं गुजारिश करांगी पेरेंट्स ਦੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਦੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। ਟੀਚਰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਲੈਸਨ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕਈ ਵਾਰ 2 ਘੰਟੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਵੱਧ ਵੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਦ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਰੈਗੂਲਰ ਸਕੂਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਬੱਚਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਠਾ ਕੇ 8 ਵਜੇ ਭੇਜਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਘਰ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ। ਜੇ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ 3 ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਲੱਗੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ 3 ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਇਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਿਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਣ ਤੇ ਸੁਣ ਲੈਣ ਟੀਚਰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਬੱਚੇ ਤਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ, ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਦੇ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਔਰ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਜੇ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣ, I am so sure our children are going to realize. Some of the children are very responsible and they don't need such assertions and repetitions and requests. They are just responsible to attend the classes. But some of us, all are not just the same. Some of us are different. We need to shake them up. We need to hold them by the shoulder and say, come on, my dear child, why don't you attend the classes? सो पेरेंट्स ਨੂੰ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨੋਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਬੱਚੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਲਾਸ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਨ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਲਾਸ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਔਰ 75% ਅਟੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਲਾਸ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਅਟੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਉਹਦੀ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ। ਤਿੰਨੋਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਦੀ ਅਟੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਮੰਨਾਂਗੇ। ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ 75% ਅਟੈਂਡੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਤਾਂ 12ਵੀਂ ਦੇ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਓਗੇ। ਔਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ every child sits for the examination and every child has 75% attendance. Do not break our confidence and do not discourage us, my boys and girls. We are here there for you. You may not value us right now. The moment you leave the school, you'll have all good things for us. We know that. We know that. We never attended classes, but how you requested us, how you called us. All right. We are your well-wishers. We are the facilitators of your learning and we want you to do extremely well. That's the reason we are persistent in our approach in convincing and coaxing you. Now soon your syllabus would be over. I believe 75 to 80% syllabus has been completed in some time. So all the teachers had just one voice when they said, ma'am, these children should be attending the revision classes, and I agree with them in totality. Revision plays such a vital and an important role when it comes to remembering. The more we revise, the more we learn, and the more we are comfortable when the examinations are concerned. Your revision should be so powerful that when you close your eyes, the entire chapter of that comes in front of you, and one by one you can revise, and one by one you can answer all the possible questions. You need to see what are the internal assessment and what are the external assessment. Please check up subject wise with your teachers, somewhere 20% internal, somewhere 30%. Please look into that particular aspect, this thing. Check it up, and I'm sure the teachers can always revise. Now children, the examination pattern has changed. Earlier, rote learning was very helpful. By heart करके चले जाओ और वही जाके लिख दो, number मिल जाते सीखे. But now the board says it's context, conceptual questions would be asked. Your concepts need to be clear. याद करके माड़ा जा question इधर उधर पूछ लिया सानू नहीं आएगा. So we need to clear the concept. What is the meaning of this law? What is the meaning of this theory? How do we apply it in a daily life? ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ very very clear ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਜੇ clear ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਨਸਰ ਕਰ ਪਾਓਗੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਨਸਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਓਗੇ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਗਵਾ ਬੈਠੋਗੇ. So please, it is concept based evaluation now. Make sure everything is clear. याद नहीं करना है, पहला समझना है, फिर याद करना है. कल्ले याद करके it may not work. और लास्ट मिनट ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਵੀਜ਼ਨ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਲਾਸਟ ਮਿਨਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਯਾਦ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਹੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਯਾਦ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ. So let's begin a journey of revision. Let's begin a journey of preparation from today. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can do today. We were having these deliberations when all the teachers said that the sample papers are very tough this time. And they're worried whether the children who are going for this, remote learning classes, we're lucky we still have, there are schools where they are still teaching on WhatsApp. So just imagine giving a question paper, solving and saying this and that. But look, we have synchronous learning where the teacher is speaking, I'm speaking here, and you are in your houses, you can listen to it. So what a beautiful Teams app we have. So please make sure that you attend all the revision classes which are happening, and you go through all the books, the textbooks, NCERT books. Don't wait for the last minute. You need to do every question, the back exercises, and read the chapter thoroughly, because plenty of questions are asked both in the boards and in the competitive examinations, which are totally from your NCERT books. So please don't put them aside. Please make sure you go through it. And it should not be after the examination you say, teachers were saying, even principal said it, but हमने ध्यान ही नहीं दिया. इतने questions NCERT book में से आ गए. So we have to understand, that we need to pay attention in the last minute advice your teachers are giving. They are the best judge, and they are your friends, and they are your facilitators. Please make sure. And also prepare a revision schedule that, I've got 1 month. In this, I've got 5 subjects. I'm going to give, if it is 1 month, then if it is 5 subjects, then you can hardly give 5 days, or another one, not even 5 days. It could be 4 days in some cases. Some chapters would be difficult. Subjects would be difficult. If there you would like to give 7 days, 8 days. Please plan your schedule and stick to it. Put questions in the class. Do not be a quiet class. Ask as many questions as you want. Unmute yourself. Put it in the chat window. Unmute yourself and ask as many questions as you can, because that's very, very important. Coming to other points. Apart from the studying, what's important is you should have a good rest at night. Try to go for 7 hours of sleep presently. You need to sleep at least 6 to 7 hours. Only if you do so, you'll be able to remember. Your brain refreshes when you sleep. If you do not sleep well, you'll not be able to remember. It'll be a confused mind, and everything would not be clear, and you would be in a bad shape. And apart from all this, the sleeping part, you also need to focus on what you eat. Please make sure that you do not eat too heavy of food. All right, and make sure you do not eat junk food, you do not go outside and eat. Your life is very precious, you should not get any infections, so all those factors are there, so please make sure you stick to the home food and eat what is cooked at home. ਘਰ ਦਾ ਖਾਣੇ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਏ ਖਾਣੇ ਵਰਗੀ ਮੌਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. Our parents have been saying this all the while, our grandparents have been saying it all the whiles, but we were one who would move out. So make sure we focus on the food we eat. You know, they say you should have some almonds and अखरोट बादाम भी खाओ तो चंगी गल होंदी है. If you like it, have it, otherwise it's all right. If you want it, you must have it. You soak it overnight and then have it. They say it's really, really good for the brains. It's up to you how you want to go about it. You know, when we plan, it should not be it could be a long-term plan, it could be daily plan. So you could always plan, you know, that today these are the 5 things I do. If you plan 10 things and you're not able to do, you'll be overwhelmed and you'll be anxious and you'll have lots of pressures. Only planning karo jinni kar sakde ho. Once the momentum is gained, to see first you would do 4 chapters, remain. After some time, when you have, you know, acclimatized yourself with this particular pace, you'll find that you can even do 5 chapters. So everything is possible. Your willpower is the most important part. Your determination is the most important thing which is required. And grade 12 students are just made to fly. They're just there to succeed. They're just there to do wonders and pave a path for their ongoing careers. Many a times we say that dhyan nahi lag raha, focus nahi kar pa rahe. So what's so important which can help you in focus? You know, they say deep breathing is very important. So instead of sitting in the house the entire day, if you can go to your terrace, rooftop, chhat te ja sako, sit near the window, let some fresh air come in. You know, I never heard about this oxygen meter, which I'm hearing so often now. Body the oxygen cut ho gayi hai. Onu COVID tha, odi body the oxygen cut ho gayi hai. Oxygen meter te bhi check kita. Hun onu oxygen lai gayi hai. This never happened earlier. Though I had read, you know, just as you have health clinics, there are oxygen clinics also where a person goes, inhales lots of oxygen, feel fit and fine and come out. This had been always in many countries, but I never heard about it in India, how to measure your oxygen content. How can we take care of oxygen content? ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਦਾ. ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਫ਼ ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਛੱਤ ਤੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਬਟ ਕਵਰ yourself, don't get cold. If you don't want to catch cold, ਆਪਣੀ ਖਿੜਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਖੋਲੋ. ਪੂਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਘਰ ਬੰਦ ਰਹੇ, ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਬੰਦ ਰਹੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬੂਹੇ ਬਾਰੀਆਂ ਖੋਲ ਦਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਚਾਹੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਖੋਲੋ. So make sure you open your doors and window and breathe some fresh air. थोड़ी बाहर सैर करो, inhale some oxygen, and after that please go for some deep breathing. How do you go for deep breathing? ਧਿਆਨ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਦਿਮਾਗ ਤਾਂ ਭਟਕ ਰਿਹਾ, ਦਿਲ ਵੀ ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. In such cases you start counting. You take a deep breath through your nose, and when you take this deep breath, you know, blow up your stomach. हवा ਉੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ, ਸਾਹ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, and in your mind count 1. All right, it should be just like a balloon. हवा जिमें भरी दी है, in your stomach it should go out, and then you begin with your 2 and take that breath out and let it go out of your nose, followed by another inhale and another exhale. Deep breathing karo, lambe lambe, pehla chote saah vi hunde ne to koi gal nahi, then start taking deep breath. Or roj घट्टों घट, begin with 5 minutes, begin with 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, go for 10 minutes deep breathing. Your mind would be at peace. You will realize it till you take a deep breath. See, I am doing it. I don't preach what I don't practice. I'm walking, trying to take that oxygen which is there, the pure one, early in the morning. I'm trying to go in for this deep breathing, and it's helping me so much. Oh, you young boys and girls, you can do anything possible, everything possible, and make your body fit and fine. So deep breathing is very, very important. It reduces your stress, you know. And then other things which we need to keep it in mind. I think I've taken a little longer time, another 2-3 minutes and it'll be all over. Remove distractions. We have talked about it very often. On your table, never sit on a bed or a rajai and all that stuff. Rajai to aje nahi hai, but soon we'll be taking that. Find a place, table chair te beh ke padho. जिथे भी बह के पढ़ो वो इतना comfortable नहीं हो कि you fall asleep. So please make sure the distractions are not there. Apna, suppose you want to study for 2 hours, you say you're going to switch off this phone for 2 hours and tell all your friends, "Bhai, enne to enne, mera phone band ho raha hai." Please make sure that all your notifications are switched off. Sab silent te kar do aajkal. अपना फोन अपना कंप्यूटर अपना टेलीविजन सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋ ਮੈਂ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ 12ਵੀਂ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੀ 12ਵੀਂ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਨੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੀ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਦੇਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਰਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਦਾ ਸੋ ਇਫ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਡੂ ਅਵੇ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਥੋੜੀ ਜੀ ਖਬਰ ਦੇਖ ਲਈਏ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਮਿਸ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਖਬਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੀ स्पेशली अबाउट करोना वायरस वो खबर सुननी है तो सिर्फ WHO की खबर सुनो वर्ल्ड हैल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वो की कहता है ਉਹੀ ਖਬਰ ਸੁਣੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜੀ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਛੋਟਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਘਬਰਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦਈਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਲਾਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਫੋਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ if we have some apps and we have some games please delete it for 6 months ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਪ੍ਰੈਲ ਦੇ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ as many games ਡਾਊਨਲੋਡ ਕਰਿਓ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਖੇਲਿਓ ਹੁਣ ਪਲੀਜ਼ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਐਂਡ ਡਿਲੀਟ ਆਲ ਥੀਸ ਗੇਮਸ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਵੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਗੇਮ ਵੀ ਖੇਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸੁਣ ਰਿਹਾ that is multitasking initially was the in thing बड़ा फैशन था कि मैं दो काम कर रहा लेकिन concentration जब पढ़ाई ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ it should be just one task and that is studying and that's focusing so that you remember it for a longer time exercise ਕਰਨਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ put on your sport shoes ਸਵੇਰੇ ਪਾ ਲਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਘੁੰਮਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ you should always be walking around ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਵੀ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ do not your posture should be correct ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੀਏ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ 7 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਕੁੱਬ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਝੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਲੈਪਟਾਪ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਫੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਕਿਤਾਬਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਖੜਾ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਕਾਫੀ ਜੋ ਥੋੜੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਆ ਜਾਏ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਝੁਕਣਾ ਨਾ ਪਵੇ ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਯੋਰ ਫਿੰਗਰਸ ਆਰ ਗੋਇੰਗ ਟੂ ਪੇਨ ਆਪਣੀ ਉਂਗਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖੇ ਰਹੋਗੇ ਗੋਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਫੜੋਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਉਂਗਲੀਆਂ ਦੁਖਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ ਇਹ ਰੀਅਲ ਥਿੰਗਸ ਵਿਚ ਆਰ ਹੈਪਨਿੰਗ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਥੀਸ ਆਰ ਦ ਥਿੰਗਸ ਵਿਚ ਪੀਪਲ ਆਰ ਕੰਪਲੇਨਿੰਗ your fingers are going to pain ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੋਢੇ ਦੁਖਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗਰਦਨ ਦੁਖੇਗੀ ਸਪੌਂਡਲਾਈਟਿਸ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਬਚ ਲਈਏ ਜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ so why not protect ourselves so put your pile up the books or buy a stand or something for your phone or please put it up ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਠੀਕ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਦਾਂ ਕਰੋ but you know follow the right things You can always have your mobile or your laptop at a loud volume and then after every 20 minutes just get up and walk around for a few minutes and just get up you know and stretch yourself initially after every 20 minutes every 5 minutes walk around and come back so ये चीज़ें बहुत ज़रूरी ने please make sure you keep all these things in mind आप हमारे precious बच्चे हो सब कुछ पता होता है फिर भी नहीं हम करते I am here just to remind you parents ਨੂੰ मैं ही request करूँगी कि प्यार नाल ਇਹ ਅਗਲੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਹੈ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਬਾਸ਼ੀ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਵਕਤ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਿਓ ਬੱਚਿਓ ਆਪਣਾ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਿਓ ਔਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੀ ਨਿਕਲਾਂਗੇ The school is doing its level best. We have these office hours. After every class, we have an office hours. The purpose of the office hours is if you have a doubt or a problem or you've not understood the chapter, make the best use of it. फिर पूछ लेंगे नहीं ठीक है टीचर्स भी तो busy हैं फिर क्यों पूछना है जब time is designated well-being call है कुछ बच्चों ने तो in their wakelet they mentioned this is the best period and I look forward to the well-being call when we have a good time with our teachers बेटे ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹੋ ਹੈਪੀ ਰਹੋ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਅੱਧਾ ਘੰਟਾ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਵੈਲਬੀਇੰਗ ਕਾਲ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਕਰੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਆ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਰਗੀ ਟੀਮ I am so sure no other school has They are such wonderful teachers. So Edenali, I think I would be closing my talk with my children. Children, you're precious, you're wonderful, you're beloved children. Please, please, please work very hard. This is your future. लिख दो सुनहरे अक्षरों से कि मैंने ये बनना है जिंदगी में और ये मेरी चाल है और ये मेरी मंजिल है और मैं इस मंजिल पे पहुंचूंगा. Your principal is always available. When you want, you can let me know. I'll talk to you. When you want, you can call me if you are a little upset. But you can always talk to your teachers first, your coordinators first, and I'm sure they'll look into it. But 24 by 7, we are there with you. So God bless you. With this, if you have any questions, कोई सवाल पूछना चाहता है बच्चा, कोई पेरेंट्स कुछ पूछना चाहते ने ਤਾਂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਓ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ. ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਲਤੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਕੂਲ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੂਕ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ ਹਾਂ ਕੁਝ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਓਵਰ ਟੂ ਦ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਐਂਡ ਦ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ. ਬੇਟਾ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਕਦੇ ਮੌਕਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੁੱਕਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ. ਜੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈਗੀ, ਜੇ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਲਓ. ਜੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ. ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਹੀ ਇੱਕੇ ਹੈ. ਸਕੂਲ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨਗੇ, ਟੀਚਰ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਾਂਗੇ, ਬੱਚੇ ਬਸ ਅੱਛਾ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰੇ. ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਤੋਂ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਔਰ ਕਾਮਯਾਬੀ ਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤੰਦਰੁਸਤੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Nothing more and nothing less. Two things: good health and good performance, success. So check it out, Upasna, if there are any questions in the chat window. Otherwise, it's okay. We finish it. We wind it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.